Hello commanders, welcome back. The Powerplay Beta is live and we finally have the opportunity to test all the cool new features that will be added in the game in around 1 week from now. As you can already tell, I'm sitting in the cockpit of my brand new Imperial Courier, which looks like the best ship for sightseeing, for going out there and exploring the universe. And of course it looks quite beautiful, very similar to the Imperial Clipper but only smaller. And if we go closer to it, we can see someone sitting in the pilot seat. And that's me probably. One of the many changes, small and big changes, that the Powerplay update will bring to Elite Dangerous, and of course they will affect the way we play and our gameplay in general. But we're not going to talk about the new ships first, the Imperial Courier and the Lakon Diamondback. Let's go ahead and take a look at the major changes, the changes that will affect us the most with this new update. So let's go ahead, let's not waste any more time. And the biggest change that this Powerplay update will bring into the game is the addition of what else? Powers. If we go to our left panel, you will see a new tab that has been added. It says Galactic Powers, and by pressing it you will see this picture. Galnet has not yet been implemented, but here are the Galactic Powers 10 at the moment, and here you can see information about the power that you have pledged your allegiance. Let's go in there and see the powers, who they are. Surprisingly, the president of the Federation is not a power, it's not representing a power. That's weird, I'm going to be honest. So there are 2 Federation powers, 4 empires, 1 alliance. We have talked about Mahon and we have talked about the possibility to be a power, and he is representing a power, and 3 independent. This is very interesting with the spider and the skull, very interesting. I'm guessing it's some kind of pirate faction. Anyway, you can choose each one of these portraits and you can go in there and read some description. I'm gonna go to Felicia Winters, and here you can see some details about the person that is representing each power, and of course the way they use each power is using in order to promote their goals, and the preferred way of each power to do business. This power, represented by Felicia Winter, obviously has a preference to diplomatic and financial solutions, financial ways to solve problems. You can read preparation, expansion and control tabs for each power. Let's go a step back and see another warlike power such as Tendon Patreus, and as you can see, expansion and control, he prefers combat. He prefers to expand his influence and expand the territories he controls by combat, while Felicia Winters prefers financial means. This is very important. It will give you the opportunity to choose the power you want, to choose the power that has a similar play style to you. So if you want to be a trader, you may choose Felicia Winter. She does prefer financial solution, or if you do enjoy killing stuff, you can go with Tendon Patreus. If we click here, we can see the territory that this power control on the map. There it is. This is the territory controlled by Felicia Winter. We can go at each system and read more information. This is the headquarters of Felicia Winters, and there are many systems around that are exploited by Felicia Winters, and of course its power. Sinrata Desra is exploited by Felicia Winters, just an FYI. So for the sake of testing and because we are already in the territory of Felicia Winters, I'm gonna pledge my alliance with this power. Are you sure you want to join Felicia Winters? Before I pledge my alliance, this is very important as well. If you decide that you want to leave or defect to another power, these are the ramifications that you will have to face. So be sure that the power you want to join is the one that suits your playstyle, or be ready to face the consequences. So let's pledge our allegiance to Felicia. Another thing we can see from this page is the rating, and of course the fact that we get more preparation nominations by increasing our rating. So in the preparation tab we will have, I'm guessing, more options to choose which system we want to expand next. And this is how to prepare. This is very useful. Collect units of liberal propaganda from Windows control systems and take them to the system you want to prepare. So I'm guessing that in order to prepare a system for capture, You have to get units of liberal propaganda from systems that say on the map that they are controlled by Felicia Winters and take them to the system you want to be prepared for capturing. Same goes for expansion. You can choose which of these three systems your power is going to expand, and this is how to do it. It's pretty much the same, only this time you have to collect liberal federal aid from our control systems and deliver it to our contacts in systems targeted for expansion. You can choose any system, any of the suggested systems, and see what is your progress and the progress of the opposition, if there is any opposition. And of course you can go and take a look at the map and see where it is. Get more information about it, the radius income, the upkeep, and the potential profit from the selected system, and the distance from the HQ. Very interesting. And at the control map you can choose a system that you already control, your power already controls, and make it less vulnerable to an enemy that wants to take it from you. And there is obviously a tab for stats about your power, how many systems you control, how many are fortified, undermined, turmoil, in general many information about how your power is doing. And another interesting fact and another interesting info, your nearest opponent is Lavangil Duval, standing value 79%, your opponent 73%. Very interesting stuff. Something else that we should mention is that from increasing your rating you gain access to specific modules, specific weapons that are available to your power only. So for example, Felicia Winters, when you reach rating 3 you gain access to the Pulse Disruptor, a medium pulse weapon that also causes module malfunction after 4 weeks aligned with this power. Every power has different power specific weapons and some really seem to be overpowered. I hope they are well balanced and they won't affect the gameplay, or else we are going to see most people flocking into 1-2 powers. Another way that we can see powers is from the first tab, of course. You can see now directly your power, the power you have pledged your allegiance with. You can click here and get inside your power right away, but we can also go from the galaxy map. There is a new option on the view. There is of course realistic map, and there is now Powerplay, where we can see our power, the systems we control, and every other power around the universe. This is the data for Felicia Winters. This is one of the systems that are ready for expansion, I believe. Very interesting. Also there are many options in the view mode. There is the overview, the shape of power. We can see where are all the other powers and the systems, the territories that they control. Expansion systems available for preparation expansion. There they are. Nungira expansion. Preparing by Felicia Winters. And another expansion. And of course control. What we control, this is the fortified system. It will be very interesting to play with these powers and see how this system works. We will have a lot of fun with this new addition, this new feature. I'm sure about it. All we have to do is just learn the process and start having fun with it. But now let's go ahead and take a look at the other additions, the other things that the Powerplay update will bring into the game. The second major feature that will be added to the game with Powerplay update is of course the addition of drones. These drones will make our life a lot easier, not only for mining but also for piracy, and if we want to transfer goods to our friends or get some goods from our friends, it will be easier to use drones and do this process a lot faster. There are 3 types of drones at the moment in the game. Prospector drones, which analyzes asteroids in order to determine its composition, and this will be really helpful in mining. Collector drones, that they are used to collect the fragments that you have mined from an asteroid. Very good addition. And of course cargo out there in space if you are a pirate or if you want to give something to your buddies by using collector drones. This process will be a lot easier and it will increase profit, especially for pirates. And of course there is the fuel transfer drone, which does what else? It transfers fuel to a ship that you want. You need to have a limit controller equipped on an internal slot in order to use the drones. You need to have a prospector limit controller if you want to use a prospector drone. The same goes for collector and fuel transfer drones. And of course you have to assign these limit controllers in a fire group in order to use them. So you can use Prospector at 1 and Collector at 2, whatever you want. Another thing about drones is that they are considered as munition, and you have to fill your limit control units with drones before you go out there and use them. They are like any other module. You can choose different class, you can choose different quality, and they have some differences, of course. An A3, for example, Prospector limit controller, will allow you to use a Prospector drone at a range of 7.7 kilometers, while a B3 will go down to 6.6, and they have differences in power draw and max active limits. With an A3 you can use 2, while with an A1 you can use only 1. The way to use these drones, especially the Prospector drone, is very easy. You just face the asteroid you want to analyze and fire the Prospector drone. There it is. Wait for it to be attached on the asteroid.
Prospector limpet engaged.
And there you go. You can see by clicking, by selecting the limpet, the drone actually, you can see what kind of minerals this asteroid has. If that's okay with you, if you want this uranite, bauxite or galite, then you can go ahead and start mining them. Until you get a fragment, and then you can send the collector drone
Programming limpet drone
to gather it for you and bring it back to your cargo hold. There it is, it's quite funny actually.
Limpet drone error. Deploy cargo hatch.
Yes, don't forget that.
Cargo scoop deployed. Collector limpet expired.
Okay, that was a mistake. So you do have to lower the cargo scoop. Let's try this one more time. Send out drones.
Programming limpet drone. Cargo scoop retracted. Cargo scoop deployed.
And there it is. It's coming right to our cargo. And the refinery, we can go and check what we want.
Collector limpet expired.
This will make our life a lot easier. It will make mining more profitable. How much more profitable? That depends on how many drones you are actually carrying, as they are considered as a consumable and they will be destroyed every time you use them. But it is indeed a very good addition to the game. It will make mining much better and funnier actually. It was a bit boring at the moment, going after each mining fragment. Now things are getting better. You can stay out there, collect the minerals you want. Obviously you want to go for more precious minerals. They have added some new minerals, osmium, bainite, that they have quite high value, and we are going to test mining again sometime. I'm really excited about the profit, the possibility of making good profit from mining now. We will see if it is any better from trading or bounty hunting, but it is a nice addition overall. And there is also another small change to the game. As you can see, I have a warning of speeding because I was going with more than 100 meters per second, and this is one of the new changes that we have discussed before. If you are going with more than 100 meters per second inside the no-fire zone and you ram someone, then there will be consequences. If there is shield damage, then there will be a fine. If there is hull damage, there will be a larger fine. And if there is destruction, ship destruction, there will be a bounty. Also, bounties now will last for 7 days and you won't be able to get rid of them easy as it was before the Powerplay Beta and the Powerplay update, of course. Very interesting changes. We will have to see how they will
gear not deployed.
change the gameplay also. It will make our life a bit safer, maybe.
Landing gear deployed.
We will see. And now that we have taken a look at the powers and the drones, let's go ahead and see the two new ships that will be added in the game with the Powerplay update. I'm talking about the Imperial Courier and the Lakon Diamondback. We already knew the stats, some of the stats for the Imperial Courier. The price here is beta price. We know that it will be at around 2-3 million credits. Top speed is at 280 meters per second, boost speed at 380. Maneuverability here is, this is an error. It doesn't have zero maneuverability. It will be fixed soon, I hope. FSD range laden 7.69 and laden 8.83 light years. Value of shields is 230 and value of armor is 144. As for the hard points, 4 utility mounts and 3 medium hard points. And here we can take a better look at the Imperial Courier. With the base modules, it has 10.4 available power, only 12 tons of cargo capacity and 8.83 light years jump range and 7.69 light years laden. It has 6 internal compartments, 2 class 3, 3 class 2 and 1 class 1. And let's go ahead now and try to give it a nice combat loadout and see how it performs. Before we test it in combat though, I would like to take a look at its exploration capabilities. I have given it a pretty basic exploration loadout, as light as possible. You can add a fuel scoop here and other exploration modules. So our jump rate like this is at 23.95 light years. I don't have any weapons, only 2 chaff launchers. The main problem is the fuel tank, its capacity is only 8. With the Powerplay update we can go ahead and add more fuel tanks on our ships. That will have an impact on our jump range, the laden jump range and unladen. Obviously it's not a good exploration ship for deep space exploration. It will not replace the ASP as we were all expecting. It will be a nice option for new players that want to start doing some exploration. Obviously it has enough power to equip 3 shield boosters of A0 and 3 pulse lasers. I'm only equipping 3 pulse lasers, fixed pulse lasers, for the sake of testing. And we can also have an A3 shield generator and an A3 shield cell bank. Not bad, it looks quite good for combat. It seems to be a nice option for combat, a cheap ship that you can throw away if you want to have some action, some PvP. It looks good for that role. Let's see if it can perform good as well. One very important thing that we want to know about every ship, every combat ship, is the speed they have, the maximum speed. It seems that with 4 pips on the system, the normal speed of the Imperial Courier is at 292, and if we boost this will go up to 396. That's quite good actually. It's a fast little ship, and yes, it's not very maneuverable, but its maneuverability is definitely not at 0. So let's go ahead and find something to shoot with it. Another small change that is coming with Powerplay is the fact that now shields will persist. By exiting a combat instance and going into Super Cruise, your shields will not recharge magically, and you can also change, you can divert power to your engine system and weapons while you are on Super Cruise. Let's go after this elite wanted ASP, and test our firepower. Let's see how good this little ship is at combat, and if we have any problem with our fixed weapons. It looks okay so far. Let's find out. I don't think there is any problem in using fixed weapons with Imperial Courier. You don't have any problem at all to hit your target, land your hits. This ASP is quite good.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Shields are almost down. Well, obviously with only 3 medium hard points we lack some firepower, but we're doing quite well, even against the ASP.
Target shields offline.
Let's finish. Well, it definitely doesn't have zero maneuverability, but it's not the most maneuverable ship out there. Okay, down to 10% and it's going to die really soon. Unless it crashes on us. And there it is. It's dead. That was quite good actually. Let's take a look at the Diamondback now, the Lakon Diamondback. The description says it is a specialist combat explorer vessel. We had absolutely no idea about its stats. The price, again, it's beta price, but as you can see it's way cheaper than the Imperial Courier, so I'm guessing it will be at around 500k credits, something like that. A cheap ship, again, like the Imperial Courier, but cheaper. Its top speed can go up to 283 meters per second, boost speed 384 meters per second. Maneuverability says it's 3, but I think it's more, and this is a mistake as well. FSD range laden 11.35 and the same as unladen. 93 shields, the value of shields, and 216 the value of armor. As for the hard points, it has 2 small hard points and 2 medium hard points like the Viper, the Cobra, and 4 utility mounts. And with its base modules, the Lakon Diamondback has 10.4 available power, 0 cargo capacity, 11.35 light years laden and unladen, and only 4 internal compartments, and this is the most disappointing fact about the Diamondback. It has 3 class 3 internal compartments and 1 class 2. I wonder why they have named this ship as a combat explorer vessel, since it can take all the necessary modules for deep space exploration. Well, with a basic exploration loadout, it has a nice jump range, 26.82 light years, but you will have to choose if you want to bring with you a fuel scoop, which is necessary for deep space exploration, or add another fuel tank, because its fuel tank has only a capacity of 16. I don't see it replacing the ASP either, but it is a nice exploration option before the ASP. I have only equipped 2 heat shield launchers, not bad for short trips, but definitely not a good option for deep space exploration. And again, for the sake of testing, I have equipped 4 pulse lasers, fixed pulse lasers. It seems like the Diamondback has a nice placement of the hard points. They are all in front, around the cockpit. 2 shield boosters A01, D0, a chaff launcher, a shield generator A3, and a shield bank A3. We can use them without any power problems. This is good. Let's go out there with our Diamondback and see if it's any better than the Imperial Courier in combat. First of all, of course, we're going to check the speed. Our normal speed is at 313. It's actually quite fast. And if we boost 410, okay, that's a nice surprise. Almost 420, are you serious? 421, okay, that's a big surprise. This ship might be a nice combat ship. Let's take a look around, nice view as well. Okay, that was a pleasant surprise. Let's test our firepower on this Type 6 transporter. I think the placement of the hardpoint is excellent. Let's go ahead and see how fast we can kill it. Oh my god.
Frame shift charge detected.
Okay, it's not hard to kill a Type 6 transporter, but
Target
I
destroyed.
think I really like this ship. Let's kill this Viper. Don't want to get a bounty on our head with the new changes. and it is quite maneuverable.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Definitely one of my new favorite ships. Much better than Imperial Courier, that's my personal opinion. And let's go after this asp. Let's see if we can kill it faster than the Courier. I think we're doing a good job.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
And the asp is dead. Poor asp. Okay, I'm going to be honest. This ship, the Diamondback, is going to replace the Viper and the Cobra in many combat-related activities. It obviously can't be an excellent pirate because of the lack of internal compartments, but it has the speed of the Cobra and a very good placement and firepower of the Viper. It is definitely one of my favorite ships at the moment. It seems that both new ships, the Imperial Courier and the Diamondback, have the same goal to make you familiar with combat until you can afford to buy a better ship, better combat ship, the Vulture. I have to say that out of these two new ships, the Diamondback is by far my favorite. It has the best features of the Viper and the Cobra at the same vessel. This is quite good. It is very fast and has a very nice placement of the hardpoints. I definitely prefer it over the Imperial Courier. They can both be used at a certain degree in exploration, but for deep space exploration I will choose something else. I will stick with my asp. Another change worth mentioning is of course the overhaul of the mission system. There are new missions, and the rank you have and the reputation you have with a certain faction of course has a great impact on the missions you can get. So if we check this one, you can also see that there are a lot more information inside here, inside the mission. This is the required combat rank and the relationship that is also required in order to accept this mission. And we can also see that when you complete this mission, how will that affect your reputation and your influence. Another change that has to do with the mission, and more specifically the assassination missions. Here you can see to accept this assassination mission you have to be allied with the faction offering it, the works of Skegiko, and your combat rank must be dangerous. A major change on this mission, the assassination mission, is the fact that your target now might be roaming, the system that you have to search around for him in these example units. He might be roaming, he might be on super cruise, and it will be wise to have a frameshift drive interdictor equipped on your ship in order to pull him out to super cruise and kill him. These were the major changes that will come to the game with the Powerplay update, and we had the opportunity to test with this Powerplay Beta. There are of course other changes, some are big, some are not so big, such as the addition of high and low intensity resource extraction sites. Turrets when set on fire at will mode will work properly and not attack clean targets anymore, and chaff will work the same against gimbal and turrets. All these changes are very good and make the game much better, and it will be really interesting to see how powers will affect the map, will affect the universe, the elite universe, and how the players will affect the powers themselves. Thank you very much for joining me watching this video. I'm Squid of Love, fly safe commanders, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.